Most men nowadays just struggle with talking to women. They don't understand what girls really like. There are also men who understand women very well. They can easily keep an interesting conversation with them, making girls obsessed with them. You're probably afraid to talk to women. Every time you see a girl you like, you just can't gather the courage to approach her. And when you finally get the courage, you probably don't know exactly what to say. So in this video, I will show you how women really want you to talk to them. So if you're afraid to talk to girls and don't know how to talk to them, make sure to watch this video carefully to the end. Fortune favors the bold. You can't be shy around women. You need to grab whatever confidence you have, whatever level of courage that you have, and just take action and say something, and be honest that you actually like that girl. Being shy makes you just seem less attractive. You probably think that you don't feel good right now, and that this isn't the right moment, and that you will wait for the right moment to say something. But the truth is that if you don't have much experience with women, or you're not that confident, you're always going to feel that resistance every time before you approach some girl. So it will end up that you never talk to her. That's why you need to find that courage within you to break through that resistance. Courage is when you feel that feeling of fear, but you do the thing anyway. Understand that each of us has that emotion inside that tells you not to approach that girl, but you can do the action even if you feel this emotion. You don't have to feel okay to talk to her. You just need to take the action no matter how you feel. Girls are attracted to confident, courageous men who, even though they feel fear, still do it. And you're probably afraid of rejection, because rejection is a scary thing, but it's only scary for the first 30 or 40 times in your life. And every time you approach a girl and she rejects you, you still win, because you broke through that fear, and with each rejection, it will get easier. You probably experience rejection maybe 10 or 20 times. Of course, if some girl online rejected you, someone you've never met before, that doesn't count. Only when you approach her, say something to her, and she tells you something like she has a boyfriend or something. Most young men experience rejection maybe 5 times, and it hurts them significantly. But the pain of rejection goes down dramatically every time you get rejected. All those men who know how to talk to women, before they achieved that, went through some failures, but they didn't give up. They didn't break down after rejection. They kept going and tried again. And also, you don't necessarily have to get rejected every time you talk to a girl. It may end up that she likes you. So don't give up and just keep trying. Remember that you can't be scared of rejection because regret hurts more than rejection. Not speaking to that girl you like hurts more than if you approach her and she says something like she has a boyfriend. That's why you first need to learn to overcome that resistance and talk to that girl. Okay, so what exactly should you say when you're next to a girl? During our lives, society has tried to convince us that if we are nice to women, if we give them flowers and compliment them, and ask them questions, we will certainly be able to attract them. But the older you get, the more you realize that this is complete nonsense. Because you see how all those bad boys are getting all the girls that you would like to get, the ones you can't get, even though they are not nice to them at all. And you might wonder why that is. How is it possible that you are nice? You are interested in that girl, you talk to her all the time, you ask her questions, you compliment her, and she still chooses that bad boy. How does that work? It's not logical, right? And you see, the reason women like those bad boys is that conversations with them are never boring. Because if you are that nice guy, you're consistently giving her compliments, asking her questions, etc., etc., which makes the conversation extremely boring for her. And the worst thing you can do to a woman is to bore her. So the secret to making a woman literally have an obsession with you is to bring out literally every possible emotion in her. Because you see, women feel a lot more emotions than men, so you can bring out many emotions in her. Plus, women are much more emotional than guys and feel those emotions intensively. And if you can bring out a lot of emotions during one conversation, it will make that conversation incredibly exciting for her. So this will make her want more and more. You have to realize that you can't be afraid of offending her. And of course, I'm not saying that you should start calling her a fat bitch or something like that. But don't be afraid to make a joke that lets her know that you're just joking, so it's not going to hurt her feelings. Because those chill, funny conversations are much more attractive to women than when you ask serious questions. Because those conversations are just boring, and every guy talks like that. So if you come up to her and start talking to her in that chill, funny way, you will stand out from the others. So this will increase your chances of attracting her. Remember that when a woman is with you, she wants to have a good time. She wants to chill out. She wants to stop thinking. She just wants to laugh and have a great time. So just chill out. I know you might be nervous, and it can be really stressful because you want to make a good impression, etc. But really, just relax. That's why instead of asking her questions like you're making some kind of interview, you instead tease her. Because teasing a girl is far more enjoyable than going through those boring-ass interview questions. And as I said before, you tease her in a slightly mocking tone, with a slight insult. You don't want to tease her by calling her a bitch, but you want to tease her in a way that quite clearly shows what you're saying isn't true. So just keep that chill-out mindset. Don't be afraid to offend her. Don't be afraid to throw her a compliment afterward. And as I said, try to bring out as many emotions in her as possible. You should also start going to the gym. And you're probably wondering what the gym has to do with talking to girls. Well, going to the gym will help you build a better physique and boost your confidence. And with more confidence, you'll be able to approach girls without fearing rejection. It will also make your conversations with girls better, because when you're confident, you won't be afraid to talk to them. Plus, having a better physique will give you a higher chance of not getting rejected when you approach her. So I recommend that you start going to the gym if you aren't already. And of course, I'm not saying that serious conversations are bad. They're fine, but more for that later stage of your relationship, when you actually want to get to know each other better. But at the beginning of your relationship, just keep that chill style. You can't be asking girls these boring-ass questions. I know everyone probably tells you this advice, that you should take an interest, and you should ask her about her hobbies. But girls don't want to speak about their hobbies. They just want to have a good time with you. They want you to speak about your work, which you're extremely passionate and ambitious about. Realize how interesting, how emotional that makes a woman feel when you speak to her in a certain way, where you don't ask those boring questions but instead talk to her like a man. A man talks to a woman with so much ambition and tells her something like, "I'm going to be so successful, I'm going to make it." Or he talks to her in that chill way, where he acts like he's playing with her, laughing with her, teasing her, and so on. He just doesn't take it too seriously, because this is the way of speaking that women love. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and maybe a comment.